Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Deputy Leader of Opposition from the opposition team. Today's motion is that this House believes that Korea should be willing to go to war over its island dispute with Japan, and we strongly oppose to the motion. Korean citizens know that Dokdo Island is our territory, but sending a troop to fight war is not necessary. We must be aware that negotiation is the only way to get us out of this mess. The problems of international relations of South Korea does not only count on the USA and Japan, but all countries in the world. The war is not the answer. The war isn't the answer for everything. Now I'll rebut to the government team. The government team's first argument was about riots, and our leader of opposition said that there are people against these against war. And the Deputy Prime Minister said that they will go when provoked. Even when we are provoked, if we go to war Japan, other countries aren't going to think of Korea as a good image. Who would think of a war-fighting country as a good country? And to their second main argument about Dokdo Island is our territory, our leader of opposition said that we need non-violence and our image will become bad. And the Deputy Prime Minister said that South Korea has been trying to negotiate for 30 years. The weird thing is that the Prime Minister had stated that South Korea has done nothing during these years. Yes, they have done nothing, so now it is time to start negotiating. And to our first argument, non-violence, the Prime Minister rebutted with the same thing that about South Korea had been negotiated with 30 years, and I would like to say again that the Prime Minister has said that South Korea has done nothing through the years, so it is time we started. And to our second argument, North Korea can attack, the Deputy Prime Minister had actually dropped this argument. So I'd like to explain it very quickly. North Korea has the possibility to attack because, no thank you, has a possibility to attack because if there is no American troops, then they will think this is a chance and come to South Korea. And their third main argument was about national images, and I would like to say that the 21st century is not about war and fighting. It is about negotiation and peace. And negotiation and peace can bring good image and recover the old images of weakness. And even if the government team thinks that South Korea's image is bad, war isn't necessary. If we war and fight, we would have to kill many people from Japan, and that isn't actually a good image. Now we'll move on to our argument, and it is about international relationships and economical loss. Firstly, we have a relationship with USA. USA disapproves of us going to Dokdo Island to fight with Japan. The USA is tied with both Korea and Japan, so USA can't take sides for selecting who did wrong and who did right. So they just want us to negotiate. If we disobey USA, they might retrieve their armies back to their countries. American military takes about 30% of our troops, and they are the strongest of our troops. If they leave, we will no longer have a backup, and we can snap out of the fact that they will send auxiliary troops. No, thank you. Like our second argument, the North Koreans might attack, and America will not send any troops. There is also another problem, which is the percentage of trading with America will decrease. Once we send troops to Dokdo Island, trade percentage with America will decrease. We have proof that America might lessen the amount of import and export. When America wanted something from Iran, they lessened the percentage of trade to achieve what they have wanted, and they did. Another thing is that at the end we are going to have many damages due to the Second Korean War when North Korea attacked, and thus this short-sighted action will bring us nothing good. This possibility of happening is quite high because North Korea hesitates to fight aggressively. If the US troop retreats, we will have to face more damages than North Korea because North Korea has battle missile technologies. Lastly, the diplomatic relation with Japan will get worse after we fight. We get a lot of goods from Japan. We do a lot of trades. If we don't do the same amount of trading, there will be a lot of troubles in people's lives. Many won't be able to buy the things that they need. By sending the army, our international relations will get a whole lot worse with Japan. For Dokdo Island and the future of Korea, South Korea must be aware that negotiation is the only way to get us out of this mess. The problems of international relations do not only count on the USA and Japan, but all countries in the world. The war is not the answer. Even though Dokdo Island is originally our land, this is not a reason to have another war. This fight might just bring other countries into it and create a massive war. Like we are doing now, we must keep doing voting and doing campaign things other like that. But the most important thing that we should remember is that we should fight impassionately like Japan. Japan does a lot of campaign activities to make people believe that Dokdo Island is actually their territory. Like Japan, we have to tell the world that Dokdo Island is our property and our territory. For these three reasons, firstly, non-violence, second, North Korea can attack, and last, international relationships and economical loss, we the opposition team believe that Korea should not be willing to go to war over its island dispute with Japan. Thank you for listening.